Every team that wins a championship has a so-called cornerstone from which it begins to build. In the case of the Boston Celtics, it was the hiring of Brad Stevens. But after this decision, it took over 10 years of subsequent trades to build a championship team. July 3rd, 2013. Doc Rivers' journey with the Boston Celtics ends, and with it, the entire team built for the 2008 championship. Danny Ainge decides to hire an NBA rookie, Brad Stevens. Stevens had spent 6 years at Butler University, leading them to 2 NCAA championship games, the school's greatest successes in its history. July 12, 2013. Danny Ainge makes a key trade with the Brooklyn Nets. It is key because it marks the end of the current team. He sends Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Jason Terry, DJ White, and future draft picks to the Brooklyn Nets, one of which is later used for Kyle Kuzma. In return, he receives Kit Bogans, Marshawn Brooks, Chris Humphries, Chris Joseph, and Gerald Wallace. The trade is supplemented by its most important elements: unprotected picks in the 2014, 2016, and 2017 drafts. June 23, 2016. On draft day, the Boston Celtics select Jaylen Brown with the 3rd pick, the first player of the current NBA champion. Along the way, Brown will be heavily criticized and frequently mentioned in trade rumors, but in the end, he will become a key defender on the championship team, significantly limiting Luka Doncic. He also is going to receive the Finals MVP award. July 3, 2016. Al Horford joins the club for the first time. As a free agent after his contract with the Atlanta Hawks ends, he decides to join the Celtics and shortly after announces a promise that he fulfills on June 17, 2024. Fall of 2016. I couldn't find the exact date, because who would announce that an NBA G League team, the main rec clause, hires an assistant coach? But that's when Joe Mazzulla enters the Boston Celtics universe. He works as an assistant in the G League for a year, and then goes to the small Fairmont State University. May 16, 2017. The Celtics, having won their conference semifinals series against the Washington Wizards 4-3 the previous day, are preparing for the conference finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But they are also watching the draft lottery. The Brooklyn Nets had the worst record in the league, and the rise to their pick, owned by Boston, turned into the first overall pick in the draft. But on June 19, 2017, 3 days before the draft, the Celtics agreed to a trade with the Philadelphia 76ers, sending their first pick in exchange for the 3rd pick, and a future first-rounder in 2019. This pick will also prove crucial in building the championship team. June 22, 2017. With the 3rd pick in the draft, the Celtics select Jason Tatum, the 2nd player of the championship team, to join the squad. As an important element, he quickly helps the team reach the conference finals in his rookie season. He finishes with a spectacular dunk over LeBron James, but also with a 7-game loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. June 20, 2019. The Celtics select Romeo Langford with the 14th pick in the draft. We will soon learn his value to the championship team. June 24, 2019. Brad Stevens gets a new assistant for his staff. After 2 years in the NCAA's 2nd division, Joe Mazzulla signs a contract and fulfills his dream of working for the Boston Celtics. November 18, 2020. With the 26th pick in the draft, the Celtics select Peyton Pritchard, who will become a specialist in last-second shots in the 3rd quarters. In the finals against the Dallas Mavericks, he will make 2 such shots, both delivering blows to the opponent's hearts. June 2, 2021. Danny Ainge decides to end his career as the club's president in Boston and hands over the reins to Brad Stevens. Stevens stops being the head coach and a few weeks later hires Ime Udoka, formerly assistant coach with the Brooklyn Nets. June 18, 2021, just before Udoka joins the Celtics, Al Horford, a crucial player in the championship lineup, returns to the team. In a trade with the Oklahoma City Thunder, they sent, among others, Kemba Walker and a first-round pick in the 2021 draft. The Thunder later trade this pick, and Alperen Şengün is ultimately selected with it. August 13, 2021. The Celtics sign a two-way contract with Sam Hauser. At that time, no one could foresee that Hauser would become the seventh player in the championship rotation in terms of minutes played in the NBA Finals. February 10, 2022. Romeo Langford finally, along with Josh Richardson, a 2022 first-round pick and a 2028 first-round pick, is traded to the San Antonio Spurs for Derrick White. This trade concludes the deal from 9 years ago with the Brooklyn Nets. In the long run, the Celtics turned the old Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce into young and fresh Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Derrick White. Not so bad. September 22nd, 2022. A few days after information emerges about Ime Udoka's behavior towards a club employee, Brad Stevens suspends him as head coach and gives Joe Mazzulla a position of interim coach. February 16, 2023. Joe Mazzulla, after leading his Celtics to the top of their conference, is named the permanent head coach, dropping the interim title. June 23, 2023. The Celtics make their penultimate trade. They acquire Kristaps Porzingis from the Washington Wizards. The price is high, as they send Marcus Smart, considered the heart and soul of the team, to the Memphis Grizzlies. They also send Danilo Gallinari, Mike Muscala, and Julian Phillips to the Wizards. September 27, 2023. The Milwaukee Bucks unexpectedly acquire Damian Lillard. In this move, Jrue Holiday goes to the Portland Trail Blazers. Brad Stevens sees it as an opportunity and immediately begins negotiations with the team from Oregon. October 1st, 2023. Just 4 days later, Jrue Holiday becomes a Boston Celtics player. In the trade, Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams go to Portland, along with first-round picks in 2024 and 2029. The Celtics have completed building their championship team. June 17, 2024. The Celtics defeat the Dallas Mavericks for the fourth time in the NBA Finals and celebrate their 18th championship in the club's history. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time. Bye!